I'm a 21-year-old Bulgarian tour guide who accompanies groups around Sicily. On a recent trip, I had one tourist, a woman in her mid-30s traveling alone who kept oversleeping and missing departure times. I try to be organized and fair, so I tell every group the schedule on the bus the day before. I also hand out printed pamphlets with the itinerary and the departure times, and I give everyone my phone number so they can call me if they forget or run late. On the first full day we were there, we had a day trip to Etna and Taormina that left at 8 a.m. Everyone was warned. Most of the group was on time, but this woman arrived about 10 minutes late. That can happen, so I let it slide, and while we were on the bus, I explained into the mic that I do not tolerate lateness beyond 15 minutes except in emergencies. I repeated that I must always be called and informed if someone is running late. The next morning, the same tourist was late again, and this time it was 25 minutes. I called her twice and got no answer. We were about to leave without her when she came running and got on the bus. She had been helped by the hotel receptionist who was dealing with a rooming list detail, and that bought her some extra time. I reminded everyone again, firmly, that I would not be waiting anymore for late tourists in the morning and that waking up on time is their responsibility. When we returned that evening, she asked me if I could make sure to wake her up the next morning. I told her a third time that I could not be responsible for waking people. Everyone has a printed itinerary with departure times. I announced everything the day before, and I had already given her my number. She insisted, asking me to knock on her door if she was not out by 8:15. I repeated that I really could not do that for everyone, and she should set an alarm. The following day, on our visit to Syracuse, she did not show up. I waited 15 minutes after the scheduled departure time, called her twice with no response, and then I made the decision to leave with the rest of the group. About an hour later, she called in a panic, asking where we were. I explained calmly why we had left. She became furious, saying I had one job and that I had cheated her out of the money she paid for the day trip. She later told the rest of the group that I had abandoned her, and she called my agency, leaving a bad review about me. I felt frustrated and defensive because I had warned her multiple times and provided clear information and contact options. I spoke with my manager and explained the situation before he heard from the agency. He read the complaint and removed the negative feedback. He told me he understood and that the agency would not pursue the complaint. I still wonder though, am I the asshole for refusing to personally wake a grown woman after warning her repeatedly?